Several years ago, my family took a vacation to the Outer Banks. We have a running joke in our family that every vacation we take, it seems as if we need vacation counseling afterwards. And this trip was no different. Our car broke down in the middle of the Alligator National Wildlife Refuge at 9 o'clock in the evening. I was with my wife and my 3-year-old son, and my wife was pretty upset with me because here we were in the middle of nowhere, and this was before there were cell phones, with no way of communicating. And the reason that she was upset with me was that just hours before, the engine light had come on in our car, and I had ignored it, thinking that we could continue and make it to our destination. What made it worse was that just beforehand we had entered the wildlife refuge, the alternator light came on in my car. My wife pointed out a hotel that was nearby and suggested that we stop for the night, but I was intent on pushing forward. It was dusk, and it didn't take long once I turned on the headlights for me to completely drain the battery dead. Fortunately for us, a young couple from New Jersey stopped and took us to the highway patrol several miles down the road. I've thought about this from time to time. I think that our country is now facing a similar situation. For several years now, our check engine light has been on, trying to get our attention. Our economy has seen its slowest growth in years. Our national debt is continuing to grow in numbers beyond our comprehension. Our alternator light has now come on to warn us that we can no longer continue down the road in the current condition that we find our nation. We are draining our economic batteries dry by discouraging job creation and economic generators. Our country is now traversing through the dark wilderness, holding our breath and hoping that the alternator light will go away, like I did. We can no longer take from the generators through higher and higher taxes, more and more mandates, more and more regulations, and expect the engine to continue to run. We can no longer continue to kill the golden goose. We can no longer afford to snuff out the life of the innocent unborn. We can no longer give away our status in the world by apologizing for our greatness. And we can no longer continue to drain our own treasury to fill the coffers of those who hate our nation. We can no longer stretch our Constitution so that it becomes unrecognizable from the genius document that it is. I have certainly learned my lesson. And as your senator, I promise not to make the same mistake twice. It's time our leaders in Washington stop pretending that we can continue on the current road while the warning lights demand our attention.